to Yoga with Donna. I hope everybody's good. Today we're going to be doing a 20-minute energy flow sequence. So anytime that you're feeling really lethargic and you need to have a little bit of boosted energy, come to this practice and I'm sure you'll find it really beneficial. So let's get started. We're going to swing our legs around, big toes together, knees as wide as the mat. Remember, you can put a cushion in between your sit bones and your heels if you find that more comfortable. And you can put a cushion underneath your forehead if you feel that's a little bit easier as well. And just come forward and just place your thumbs and your index finger together so your arms come into a diamond shape, which relaxes your shoulders down your back a little bit more. And let's take a few deep breaths here. Really expanding your body as you breathe in, and then exhaling, deflating your whole body, let all the air out as you exhale. And just go in your own time, inhaling and exhaling. Really relax your spine, really feel you're relaxing from your sit bones, lower back, middle back, upper back, neck, as you breathe into all of the spine. And exhale and melt into the mat as you release all the air out of your body. And take one long deep breath. Pause at the top. And exhale through your mouth. And then extend your fingertips out to the front of the mat. Walk your hands over towards the left side of your mat. Just probably your hands will come off the mat. Try and keep both sit bones sitting on your heels, and then just lower your head to the mat. And breathe into that side body, the right side. Really good side body stretch. And then walk your hands back to the centre. Place your forehead on the mat. Long deep breath here. Exhale. Walking across to the right hand side off your mat. Extend your arms out as long as you can. Deep breath in and deep breath out. And walk your hands back to the centre, pressing back up, coming to knees right underneath your hips, and you're going to extend your fingers out. You're just going to bring your chest down towards the mat. You might want to keep the cushion still here under your chest. Otherwise, just lower as far down as you can. Put your forehead on the mat. And this is puppy pose. Really good for the upper spine. Make sure that your sit bones are over your hips, are over your knees. A few deep breaths here. And when you're ready, push yourself back. Right arm right up to the ceiling, then thread it behind the left hand on the mat. Take the right shoulder to the mat, right ear. And if you like to, you can extend that left hand out in front to the front of the mat, or you can just leave it here, supporting you a little bit in this pose. Deep breath here, and push off your left hand, extend your right arm up, place it down on the mat, breathing in, left arm up, thread it behind the right hand, coming down onto that shoulder and ear, and you can extend that right arm, or you can just keep it in here to support you a little bit more. Deep breath. And when you're ready, press through your right hand, left hand right up towards the ceiling, place it down on the mat, curl your toes under, coming up into downward facing dog. And just pedal your feet out here. Just really extend through that straight leg as it heads towards the mat, and bend the other leg as much as you need to. And then when you're ready, coming up onto your toes, lower both heels towards the mat as much as you can. Hold it here. Try and get your chest heading towards the tops of your thighs. Spread your fingers out wide on the mat so they give you a lot of support. Hold it here for another breath. This can be a very challenging pose, so don't worry if you still have your knees quite bent and your heels way off the mat. Just wherever you can get to today. And then when you're ready, walking to the top of the mat and feet hip width apart, bend your knees, slowly come up, breathing in and breathing out, and breathing in and breathing out. Interlace your hands behind you, extend your fingers back towards behind your heels on the mat, and then bend your knees and just coming over your thighs, eyes looking out in front of your feet on the mat, and just come to as far as you can, really extending those hands either towards the back wall or up towards the ceiling, wherever you can reach, where you get a stretch but it's not causing any pain. And then just relax your head wherever you are, and just shake it side to side, nod it up and down. And then when you're ready, use your fingertips to pull you back, coming up still, your knees are bent, coming up. Release your hands. And then we're just going to circle your arms up by your ears and back as much as you can. Just a few circles, just to really get those shoulders nice and warmed up. And then reverse, going back, up and down. Breathe in as they come up and breathe out as they go down, just in your own time. And then when you're ready, take your arms up. Bend your elbows into cactus arms, gentle bend back, extending through the front of your chest and coming back up, breathing in. And extend, really open that chest towards the ceiling, coming back up. And then when you're ready, take your arms down, bring your feet together, standing up nice and tall. Bend your knees like you're going to sit on a chair. We're coming into chair pose. And then take your arms up if you feel comfortable enough, otherwise you can just bring them into your sternum, or you can keep them down here. It's a little bit more intense if you lift your arms up. Relax your shoulders. And then from here, you're just going to take your arms back, around and up. Just breathing in, breathing out. Still staying down, keep those thighs squeezing in together, very intense pose. And then when you're ready, come back to the starting position and just come up. And relax your arms down by your sides, breathing in. And fold over your legs, bend your knees, coming over your legs. Just relax down for a minute. And then breathing in, arms coming up. Come into the same position you did the first time, whether your arms are up, whether they were down or into your sternum. And then we're going to reverse the way that we were circling around. So this time come forward, back and up. Breathe in your own time. Remember to sit back like you're sitting on a chair, pulling right up tall. Then when you're ready, come into the starting position for you. Hold it here. And then bring your hands into your sternum and just take your body across to your right side and see whether you can place that elbow just past your thigh. So twisted chair pose. breathing out, and just bend your knees again and coming over to the other side. So just take that elbow across to that left thigh as much as you can. Turn your chest and try and bring your thumbs into your sternum if you can. And then when you're ready, coming back up and breathing out. And then coming forward, just round over your legs, lifting your heels up off the mat into a very small ball, really relaxing your spine, right from your tailbone, right over your thighs, chin tucked in. And then when you're ready, sit back, up on your toes with your feet, hands beside you, and then lift your shins up so they're parallel with your knees. Extend your arms out, hold it here, nice long straight back. If you're feeling comfortable enough, you might like to extend your legs and take your arms up a little bit more, a little bit higher, or you might just want to stay here in this position, or you might be in this position here. Whatever position is good for you today, that's all good. And then when you're ready, just relax your legs out along the mat. We're coming into, I'll face this way. Bring your right foot in towards the top of your left thigh. And let's pull the toes back on the left foot, breathing in. Both sit bones grounded into the mat. And then breathing out. Breathing in, lifting up your right arm. Head towards sideways, go down to the side. Head towards your extended leg. And try and keep your chest lifted up towards the ceiling if you can. And then when you're ready, extend back up. And then this time, place your hand on the mat and just stretch your leg out, coming up onto your knee, and just take a really good side stretch over to the right side. And then come back down. Let's change over. Get yourself set up. Sitting up on both sit bones, and let's take a deep breath in, toes pulling back towards you, deep breath out, another deep breath in, and out, and then this time lift up your left arm, coming over towards that foot, pulling your toes back, chest up towards the ceiling, hold here really good. Side body and hip stretch. Try and keep both sit bones on the mat. And then coming back up. Place your hand on the mat. Stretch the toes of that foot. Press that foot into the mat. And come up and stretch out. Chest lifting. And then back down. And then extend both legs out. If you find that you're rounding a little bit on your lower back, you might want to sit up on a cushion or a blanket. Pull your toes back towards you. If you're finding it's a little bit hard on your hamstrings, you might want to keep your knees bent slightly. So sit up as tall as you can, and let's take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Get that energy going through your body, breathing in. Pause at the top. Breathing out. At this time, take your right arm up, go towards your left toes, and coming back up, breathing in, other way. It doesn't matter if your sit bones come off slightly on the side where you're bending away from. That'll most likely happen. Just don't worry too much. Just try as much as you can to keep them grounded. Going in your own time, just to and fro. Really good for your inner thighs. And again. And then once again, breathing in. Breathing out. And gently bring your legs in towards each other. Coming up onto the flats of your feet. Take your hands behind you. And just take your legs across, windshield wipe them over to one side and then over to the other side. Again. And then just extend your legs out in front of you. Take hold of your knee and your foot and just cradle it like you would cradle a baby. And just go across the left leg, or whichever leg you've got extended. And you can round your back a little bit so that you can actually get into that hip and it doesn't feel too restricted. Whereas if you're sitting up too tight, you might work too much into your lower back, so you can be a little bit rounded. So sitting back a little bit off your sit bones. And then extend your leg out, bang it out. Take hold of your other leg, cradle it, and just bring it across very gently. You'll notice that one side feels quite a lot different to the other. It's totally natural and normal. And then when you place it on the mat, bang it out, and just come to sitting in easy pose. And let's just do a couple of head rolls very gently around to the right. Breathing in and breathing out as you go back. Breathing in and breathing out. And the other side, breathing in, out, reverse it. And out, breathing in and out. And last one. Good. And then just roll your shoulders up and back. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, and then reverse and out. In, out. And one more time. And then just shake everything out. Shake your shoulders out. Shake your head out. Shake your whole body. And then take a deep breath in. Hands into your sternum. Lower your gaze. Just see how your body feels. See whether you've got more circulation going around your body. Whether you feel like you've actually gained more energy. Whether you're feeling a little bit different mentally. And then take another deep breath in. And then bow forward. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me here today, everyone, and I hope to see you on the mat again soon. And if you like my channel and haven't subscribed, please do so. And if you have any comments, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you very much. Bye for now.